What's going on, guys? Dr. John Rusin here, and I'm here with Ruben Brooks, and we're gonna be bringing you guys through an upper body strength emphasis day. This is all gonna be done with intelligent style of programming, but before we get to that, we're gonna go through my 6-phase dynamic warm-up sequence to really prepare the shoulders, prepare the spine, and prepare our bodies to perform optimally. First thing up is gonna be foam rolling. We're gonna spend only about 30 seconds. We're gonna go on our mid-back, we're gonna go on our lats, we're gonna go on our pecs. So we're gonna get down into a position, and we're gonna get this foam roller right on our mid-backs, right between the shoulder blades. What I want you to do is keep your butt on the ground. We're gonna raise the hands up overhead, and we're just gonna use micro movements here. So we're just gonna foam roll little by little, finding that spot. Let that neck extend. Let's hug ourselves. Bring the chin in. Same thing, this is gonna be more of a muscular feel. And the last one, we're gonna keep the foam roller where it is, and we're gonna be extending up off the foam roller. Extend, and then come back around. All right, let's switch it to the pecs. We're gonna be in a sideline position. We're gonna put this right on the upper back, right on the back side of the shoulder. Palm is gonna be facing up. And again, we're just finding those spots where we want to address. 30 to 45 seconds, we're gonna find areas all throughout the lat, all the way down, all the way through the upper back. And then making sure to do both sides. All right, from here, let's switch to the pecs. So we're gonna get foam roller right over the chest. We're gonna put it at about 45-degree angle. We're gonna have the palm facing down, everything else nice, stable position. I like to use like a Windex on, Windex off, and then again, just little micro movements at the foam roller. Switch sides. So phase one of the warm-up complete. We got our foam rolling in. We're gonna go right into some stretching now on those same tissues that we just hit on the foam roller. First one, we're gonna be going through a lat stretch and then following it up with a pec stretch. Ruben's gonna be over here. He's gonna have his hands up and he's gonna be hinging back, stretching those lats out. I'm gonna be using the suspension trainer doing about the same thing. And this last one is hold it a little bit, and you can kind of rotate your torso so you can get a stretch on the left lat, then a stretch on the right lat, little by little. From here, let's go right back into those pecs. So we're gonna use the cable stack here. You're gonna be on this opposite side. We're gonna get our elbow at about 90 degrees to the ground, and we're gonna have this opposite hand right on the pecs. We're gonna be going in and out of a controlled stretch here. This is not passive. I'm totally active here at the pecs. And again, my head is leading the motion. We're gonna hold this for about 10 seconds and we're gonna rotate the head left and right. Good, let's switch sides and let's get the opposite side here. Same thing, just leading the motion with your hips, coming through with the pecs. We don't wanna just be stretching a capsule here. What we wanna do is just get the muscles prepared. All right, so phase two done. We got stretching done. We're gonna go into a little bit of corrective exercise here. You know, as part of Unstoppable program, people's big focuses are keeping their shoulders healthy, but really mobilizing the mid-back, getting those shoulder blades working, that really adds to long-term shoulder health. So that's exactly what we're gonna do down in the all fours position here. Okay. So we're gonna get hands right under the shoulders, and we're gonna go fingertips on that right hand, right at the back of the head. We're gonna go elbow to elbow, and then we're gonna extend. Once we get a couple there, we're gonna switch sides. Again, keeping everything strong and stable. The only motion's happening from the shoulder blade and from the thoracic spine. Awesome. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it one step further. So we just got the thoracic spine and the shoulder blade. We're gonna add one more component in. We're gonna be working that thoracic cage, and we're gonna be doing that from the sideline position. So Ruben's gonna grab the foam roller, I'm gonna grab this foam roller. We're gonna be at a 90-90 position here. Knee's gonna be actively pushing into that foam roller. We're gonna be hand over hand, shoulder over shoulder. First move is gonna be to protract that top hand out as far as you can go, and then we're gonna make a semicircle all the way around. The big focus here is using that cage and really extending through the full range of motion here, being smooth and stable. Good, after a couple, we're gonna switch over. We're really not counting reps here, we're just going for the feel. The last thing you wanna be thinking about is counting reps when you're warming up. Just get prepared to train. That's where the focus is. All right. So we're done with a bit of the fluffy stuff, and we're gonna get into activation drills next. So that's gonna be our phase 4. What we're gonna use is the Rusin shoulder superset. So what we're gonna do is combine the band over and back, the banded face pull, and the banded pull apart. We're gonna get 10 reps of each, and we're gonna go through that 2 times. So again, when we set up bands for face pull, especially for like a corrective exercise or training prep, we want it at about eye level. So anywhere from about chin to head level is kind of the sweet spot there. So the first one we're gonna look at is the band over and back. So we want a strong, stable position, making sure that core is tight, everything's locked in at the hips, and we're gonna go smooth and controlled behind the back and then back over. All right, so this is a tricep, we're gonna go straight into banded face pulls. So you're pulling this band straight back to your chin, and what we're gonna be trying to do is pull the band apart as you drive the elbows back. So the rear delt's gonna be the prime mover here, but also all those scapular stabilizers, so you got a bunch of musculature in the back there. We're trying to activate those things because a lot with shoulder health is how we control the upper back. So the last one in this tricep we're gonna do is the band pull apart. So we're gonna get shoulder width apart, driving the hands apart, and trying to really squeeze the back as much as we possibly can to get some quality contractions. Good, so usually between these are burners. So by the time we get done with one of those sets, you definitely feel the activation back there. So taking 25, 30 seconds in there and then going for that second round, that's what we usually recommend there.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna start back up at the top. We're gonna go band over and backs, straight into banded face pulls, and then band pull parts.
Okay. Man, my shoulders are on fire already.
Activation is good. We like to feel those stabilizers. Question I get all the time is, can I alter the order of these? I recommend this order, but if you can't do one of them, I would skip out on the band over and backs.
Okay.
Really the biggest focus is on the upper back.
Right.
Band over and backs are gonna be the most advanced of those banded variations. So we go between 2 and 3 total sets. So we're getting around 100 reps total in on the upper back before we even get into the actual workout itself. All right, activation's done. We're gonna get into some foundational movement pattern prep. So we're gonna be training in the horizontal plane of motion today. So we're gonna be prepping the push-up and the inverted row. This is all about quality and the feel of the motions. So we're gonna go through the inverted row here, and this is a full body tension movement. So we gotta make sure that we're locking in, we're rowing up, and letting back out through a full range of motion. Thinking about 3 to 5 reps here. Don't forget about the hips, don't forget about the core. So you can lower these little by little, but just because of the setup today, we have a higher angle, but we wanna have the heels in the ground. The biggest focus here is making sure we activate at the upper back, we have the core controlled, and then the hips are locked in as well. Awesome, great job. So right from there, we're gonna go into the superset. I'm gonna add a band here because this is how we can really get explosive with our push-ups. We can push and drive harder into further ranges of motion. So I get the band around my back. I'm gonna get into push-up position. And you can explode through. So you can do this with body weight, or you can do it with the band.
Right?
Yep. Good job. Very nice. So we're gonna go through 2 more rounds of this. Again, we wanna keep a heavier pace here because this is a warm-up. Good, you can go in, you switch with me. Awesome. Very nice. All right, last thing, we're gonna prep the CNS, we're gonna get twitchy, we're gonna get explosive, we're gonna be doing a seal jack med ball press combo. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be very quick on the reciprocal back and forth. So we're gonna start about 5 here. You come over, hinge over using those good mechanics, and explode down into the ground. So 5 seal jacks, 3 med balls.
Okay.
Very good, one more round here. Good job. People should be able to get in and get out within about 8 to 12 minutes. You can see a lot of what we were doing was focusing on the backside of the body and getting ourselves into better postural positions. So this is a good carryover, not only into training for the day, but also training for life. All right, so now that we got through the 6 phases, you ready to go and get the cable phase pulls going?
Let's do it, bro.
All right.